Hey guys, it's BlockchainBrad, and today I'm very honored to speak with the Tour de Crypto. We have two gentlemen before me who are ambassadors for the blockchain. They are benevolent speakers for charity and for all things that are about giving and showing what crypto can really do for the greater and common good of people. We have Jason Berlin, the injured party, the famous cyclist at the moment. Mate, thank you very much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having us. I appreciate it.
Likewise, mate, I am very honoured to speak with you. You have been through a rough trot, as we would say in Australia. Recently,
Yeah.
you've been mending well. But, mate, I just want to also introduce your colleague, and that is Blake Rizzo. Blake, you are managing all the charity affairs. Thank you very much also for being on the channel today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Now, Jace, I want to get to you firstly. You're sort of one of the famous members of crypto at the moment with all the dramas you've been going through. Mate, tell us about what the heck's happened. How did you fall, and how are you feeling?
Well, so definitely one thing I want to bring up is the fact that my other partner, Jovel, who's the other one that's currently riding right now, neither of us are professional cyclists or bikers by any means. When we first started out, I mean, this is literally our first time riding a street bike. So this is really all new to us. Now, unfortunately, due to, I guess, like the Houston, what do you say, like the cold front?
Yeah, the cold front.
We basically had a whole bunch of rain that came into Houston, and Jovel and I mean, we're using Google Maps. So the route took us through some bends, turns, and unfortunately, one of the bridges had like water going through it. Mm-hmm. So we had to kind of take the bike down, otherwise we would have been stuck like in the river. So I decided to go straight forward into a riverbed. And then at that point, my knuckles broke in. I have a huge gash.
Sorry, guys, we're just frozen in different parts. But sorry, Jace, you were saying that you'd fractured your knuckle, and you had also had a severe fracture to, was it your leg?
Yeah, it's my heel. So I've got a good like 12 to 14 weeks left of just recovery for that one. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see a little.
So it seems like from all the Twitter posts that you have quite a bit of reading to catch up on. I've noticed quite a few books that were advertised at the time. So nice plug, whoever thought of that idea. But how are you coping, mate, with not being able to be part of the team on the road?
Yeah, so I mean, it is tough. I've trained a lot for this. We made it to the halfway point, which was Houston, Texas. So it was kind of it is a letdown for me to have it end on like the third day out of like the mid range. But I mean, I'm on the back end. I'm helping Blake out with social media. I'm still part of the team. I'm still helping everybody out. I mean, I am disappointed. I'm still rooting for Jovel. This is a goal of his as well. So we're excited to meet him though. So we're all going to meet again. And in Vegas, we're excited for that.
Absolutely, mate. My apologies for the connection. Just a bit of a lag time. But I just want to reiterate with what you were saying about World CryptoCon. That is coming. That was one of the major sponsors. And also, Jace, I want to just say, I can't speak for everyone, but certainly it's inspiring to see benevolence really come forth on the blockchain. And I sincerely mean that. You're trying to lead something right now as an initiative to give back. And I want to talk about that as well. Firstly, thank you for putting your body on the line, and thank you for really jumping on a bike when it's something that you haven't traditionally done, and move literally in this space of supporting others. But Blake, as I mentioned before, you're the charity officer. Can talk us through the motivation, talk us through the reason why you all banded together. Because my understanding is that it was a group of you that came up with this idea. Jace, I think you were part of that too. But what's the reason for the charity? What's the reason, and who do you want to support?
Well, you know, when Jason came to me with the project, I definitely knew I wanted to get involved. And, you know, he kind of came up with this catchphrase, mass adoption through good intentions. You know, he said, I don't want to be just sitting around and waiting like everyone is. So let's go do something about it. And when he approached me with the idea, I was just all on board. I was excited about it. And after he was turned down by a number of charity organizations that just didn't want to get involved, I mentioned to him that I had a really good friend that was the CMO at HAWC, which is the Houston Area Women's Center. He checked them out. He vetted them, saw that they have incredible ratings on Charity Navigator. And he said, yeah, let's do it. So I reached out to them, and they were super excited. they got on board, and we've just been going like gangbusters ever since.
Right. And you mentioned it's been tough to try and secure these sponsorships. Why do you think that is, Blake? I mean, the reason I ask is because we've seen people with the likes of Bill Clinton, for example, show up at a Ripple event. So obviously there's interest from different parties in different sectors, and it can get even political. So why do you think it's been tough for you guys when you're trying to do something good?
Well, I think that, some of the charity organizations, one, just didn't have the time or the resources to devote to this, because I can tell you from working with HAWC, it does take time to learn about this stuff, understand how the wallets work. I'm talking to HAWC all the time. And secondly, unfortunately, there's still this narrative out there that, mainstream media likes to push that cryptocurrency is just full of, terrorists and drug dealers on the dark web. And so I think you still have to overcome some of that. And, we'll get around to it. People will look at this, hopefully, future, see what we've done, and then they'll be knocking our door down to get involved.
Absolutely. Well, mate, I have to say I was inspired. I've seen you through the Twitter posts. It's been really cool to watch something that, again, is even changing the narrative inside crypto. And I mean that in the sense that many people are quite focused on their own gains. We see the term store of value right now. And even though we're moving in towards a marketplace that's robust and it's all about utility and it's all about building a new economy, right now, a lot of things are happening that's quite self-oriented. And you guys are switching that and flipping that on its head and really making us all think about going beyond ourselves. Now, I want to talk to you a bit more about the charity itself. Tell us a bit about the charity. Tell us a bit about what they stand for, and really let us know why you chose HAWC.
Sure. HAWC is the Houston Area Women's Center, and their mission is to put an end to domestic and sexual violence. They house, shelter, counsel, and advocate for all people that have been the subject of domestic or sexual abuse. They have a 24/7 hotline. They shelter approximately 2,000 people a year, and they are just an incredible organization that has done really well here in the Houston area. But they're also nationally known for their work. And I know the chief marketing officer personally. She's a dear friend of mine, and I know from her experience that HAWC is just an incredible organization. So it was kind of a no-brainer to hook up with them because they were so excited and they're such a great charity. And we really thought that, given what's going on in mainstream media with the Me Too movement and, all of the things you're seeing all over about domestic and sexual abuse, we thought it was a great time to partner with that type of charity.
Right. Well, it's really cool that you are thinking about people who are in great need, and clearly HAWC is in great need of support. In terms of money, what kind of things could be done with the charity funds that you're raising?
Well, it takes them about $2 million a year to run their shelter. So if we reached our goal of $1 million worth of cryptocurrency, that would provide full shelter operations for an entire 6 months. But we're trying to teach them also not to just immediately convert the donations to fiat, to actually convert some, save some, and use some. So to the extent that they can go on like overstock.com and purchase supplies for the shelter facility. We're working with the board of directors for policies and procedures on how to deal with the currency as well.
Right. Well, it sounds like you're very busy, and it's great to have someone like yourself. You're a lawyer. My understanding is you're a lawyer in your career. That must bring a lot of skill sets into the team to really facilitate the growth. So I want to talk to you guys about that as well. What's the plan in terms of, we're going to talk about the tour itself, and you're on your way to Vegas, except for you, Jace. My apologies, but you're not. You're situated now, busy doing other things, like you said, with social media, but your team are on their way. But what's the plan beyond this? Do you want to build this into something that's a movement? No pun intended.
Well, no, I mean, I am still going to World CryptoCon. We're both heading there Wednesday. So I'm still going there. So yeah, I mean, I'm ready. What I'm actually deciding on is when I get to Vegas, the big decision I have to make is whether or not I will be joining Jovel and the rest of the team in the RV, continuing to Huntington Beach, which is the final destination. I just have to see how my leg is. And again, due to like the, I guess the roads and like the bumpiness of the RV, if my legs can actually withstand like that pain. So that's what we're going to wait and see.
Well, Jace, hopefully they can get you an ambulance. If they can't get you in the back of the vehicle, let's get you a special one. Let's get the lights blaring, and let's get you to that location, because a lot of people are behind you, mate. All around the world, we support this kind of charity and crypto alignment and synergies. It's great to see. Let's talk about Vegas. You're on the World CryptoCon's coming. Why did you choose World CryptoCon? What was the connection there? Why Vegas? Why now?
Well, that actually came to play through Ronnie Moaz. I had been on Twitter for about 9 hours on a Saturday promoting the tour, and just happened to tweet a reply to Ronnie. And the next thing I knew, I was on the phone with him for about an hour and a half. He wanted in, and he said, I'm calling World CryptoCon. I'm speaking there.
5%.
We're going to get this done. And so the next thing I know, Ronnie tells me that they're donating 5% of their ticket sales to HAWC. So
wow.
it just kind of serendipitously happened. It was crazy.
Wow. So it goes to show there's a lot of good guys out there in crypto. It's not all about ourselves. It's not all about trying to build our bank accounts, but it's about giving back. And really that's the premise of decentralized networks, of distributed systems. It's about changing the game. So it's great to see that people are really picking up the phone and calling you and offering their service as much as you are, because you guys are giving out. Now let's talk a little bit more about the team itself. How many are in the Tour de Crypto team, guys?
Well, you want to go back?
Yeah. You want to start from the beginning?
Well, just give us a narrative. We'd love to know a bit about the history.
We'll make it short. Originally, the original team was me, Blake, Jovel, and we had 2 other members. And well, we had 2 drivers, a videographer, and through the whole route that we've taken, everything was perfectly fine until we got to
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Hey, I mean, come on. I mean, this is a tour. We have to check out certain places. We want to have some fun. So we decided to go to New Orleans. And unfortunately, 2 of our team members drank a little bit too much. And we kind of had to end it with them. So we had to get them some plane tickets and send them back home. That's not a direct representation of who we are with the tour. So we can't, have other members, doing certain things.
Sure.
So now, thanks to Wild West Crypto, Cassidy, who we met in Houston, we reached out to them, and he decided to come out and join us. So now on the road right now, we have Josue, Jovel, and Cassidy, and they're currently on their way to Vegas riding a bike, filming, and driving. So
awesome. So Jace, how are you guys funding this? Because your premise, or for all of you, is to really facilitate and support charity. But how are you guys supporting yourselves? Is it coming out of your own pockets to make this happen?
Yeah. So when we first started, we really did communicate. We contacted hundreds of the different crypto communities. We tried to get sponsorships lined up. And it was really difficult to kind of even conquer that kind of a task. It was hard to find the right person per team to talk to in order just to get sponsorship help. So as Blake had said, we're very action oriented. We're always, we want to go ahead of things. So we just said, let's just do it. So a lot of this is coming out of our own money. We are using our credit cards. It's coming out of our own pocket. And a lot of people don't know that. And
well, they do now. And so obviously, if you're listening to this and you do support benevolence on the blockchain, I know I do, and I hope many people around the world do. I hope everyone gets behind these guys, because when I hear that people are spending their own money to go and do things with charity, as a teacher, I want to support that. I want to support those who are doing something beyond themselves. So I commend all of you for doing that. Thank you very much on behalf of all of crypto.
We met John Kim from the Litecoin Foundation, and he was actually really hesitant to meet us. He didn't really know the whole story about Twitter Crypto. We reached out to him. We sent him messages, and he decided to actually come by and meet us in Houston. And when he did, his eyes were just blown wide open. He's like, I thought you guys were fully funded. I thought you were both professional cyclists. And when he met us, he's like, wow, you are literally doing everything, again, out of your own pocket. You literally have no idea what you guys are doing, but yet you're still doing it. And I applaud you and I commend you for doing it. So we've connected with them, the Litecoin community. They're backing us up. Again, as we start talking to people and we're explaining again what we're doing, it's starting to come more.
Right.
I guess, again, as we go.
Sure. Well, let's talk about the plans for the future, Blake, because obviously you're one of the key organizers for the business side to build out, not perhaps business is the wrong word, but to build out the name and the brand that you stand for. Is there more interest for events coming forward? Tell us a bit about what you want to do beyond the Tour de Crypto and heading towards Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. Sort of like the story with Ronnie Moaz. I reached out to Bruce Porter Jr. one day on Twitter, and the next thing I know, an hour later, he's on his way to DC, which is a 3-hour car drive for him to go meet Jason. And he's putting together the Washington Elite Conference at the end of November. So he's invited us to that. So we're going to actually take the tour and the team down to the Washington Elite Conference and have a booth there. But, we really have recently received a lot more attention. Today, Marco Robinson from Naked Technology, he has pledged $100,000 naked dollars, which is going live on an exchange in November. Jason spoke with Rapids. They called us today. They want to contribute. So people are starting to come forward that want to get involved. We had a great meetup here in Houston, and we had some people from the AMSIS group, which is a really organization here in Texas that want to get involved. And so we do intend to expand this to more races, more events. And we've already been asked to have an event in China, Europe, and Puerto Rico. So the sky's the limit right now. I mean, we really want to expand this to different countries, different states, and different charity organizations.
Right, and I think that's the key point as well. You want to expand this to support many different charities. Have you got some in mind for the future as well?
Yeah, we've been asked by a couple of groups to do some work for veterans. So we'll probably look into that next year. But really the key is we need not only a good charity with excellent ratings and transparency, but they have to be willing to do this. They have to be willing to accept crypto, and they have to let us into their offices. So that's sort of the first hurdle that we have to get over. And we already know that there's an organization on the East Coast that's ready, willing, and able to do that.
Fantastic. So, Jace, obviously, what I was going to say was that you guys do want to go global, I hope, because clearly there's lots of people around the world who want to do active things. They want to get involved. Are you open to also letting a lot of other people create little teams, perhaps in different countries, and really support the philosophy of Tour de Crypto?
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is something that we could also franchise out. I mean, this could be multiple tours within the States, throughout the world. We've had people that kind of want to tag along with us as we rode. So I think going forward, that's something that could definitely be cool to, just have people from the crypto communities meet us again in reality and then ride along with us for like the next different chapters that we have. That could be cool.
Sounds really cool, actually. It sounds like a lot of people could stand up away from their computers for a moment and go and get on their bikes and engage in something that is far beyond themselves.
One of the coolest things for me, and this is a big takeaway, in the crypto space, everybody's literally behind social media, like you're in Telegram, Discord, Twitter, and that's literally like the cryptocurrency environment. Now, aside from that, you then have blockchain events, which are very local within like their own communities. So to take the tour, which was established through social media, and then bring it to like all these different meetups and then start to physically meet people behind their handles, the Twitter handles, meeting people behind their like display names. Like to me, that's awesome. It's really cool to meet and connect with somebody physically and then explain to them again, like what we've done. The funniest challenge with this was, again, people really didn't think that Jovel and I were going to be riding our bike across the United States. So, and then to tack on the fact that we're trying to raise cryptocurrency awareness and blockchain adoption for charities, like we're doing so much at the same time. I think a lot of people were kind of like taken back, but now again, they're starting to see like we are doing this. This is real. And I'm hoping to see a lot more of those people when we get to World CryptoCon and Washington Elite. I think that's going to be really cool.
Absolutely. And how's the feedback been also from those who don't know about crypto, don't know about blockchain? Have you found that the whole process and journey on your way to Vegas has been enlightening for a lot of people along the way?
Yeah, I mean, there's both components too. And we have met people that have basically attended events because they had no knowledge about blockchain or cryptocurrencies. So the biggest one that we've gone to was the event in Atlanta. So it was really cool to see a panel. People were asking questions. There was people going back and forth. But then the other group where they were so tech savvy, you had to really know what you were talking about just to have like a stable conversation with them. And I think that's really cool to have. But for everything to move forward, it has to be like middle grounds. We all need to start, again, further educating everybody about blockchain tech. And that's kind of what we're also trying to do, mixing with the charity aspect of it. We are definitely here as like an entertainment value. I mean, I hope me breaking my knuckle, my foot, getting hurt. I hope that was some some entertainment for everybody.
Well, we certainly enjoyed the memes and all the responses on Twitter, but we do obviously want you to mean well as well, Jace.
Well, like again, there's the other side where we do want to be educational. We want to start educating people about the importance of cryptos and where the technology is going. And then the whole point of this is also to get everybody to understand that nonprofits could and should start leveraging this tech for their own business. So
absolutely.
That's important.
Sure. So guys, if someone wants to get involved and they want to support you, talk us through the easiest way they can. How can someone support the charity and how can they support you?
So one big thing is, yes, we have our sponsors. We have community sponsors. The tour itself is ongoing. So Naked Tokens and then Rapid, when they approached us, they said, we want to help you out. Going forward, any other communities, we want you guys to still become part of the tour. It's not too late. World CryptoCon is around the corner, but we also have Washington Elite. We are happily, to talk about your project on social media and say that you guys are a part of the tour. You're helping us raise money for HAWC. It's still ongoing. Like, we need your help. We need everybody to still help us reach our goal, which is $1 million in cryptocurrencies.
And how's that going, Jace, at the moment? How's that goal going?
Well, Blake can answer that one.
Yeah, it's going well. I will say that our the community donations aren't coming in like I had hoped, and I think it's because of the market. People don't want to let go of their crypto, and so I'm trying to let everyone look. If everyone in crypto gave a small amount, we'd reach our goal easily. You don't have to give us an entire Bitcoin. Give us $1, give us $10. We just need numbers. We need people participating.
Well, Blake, how easy is it though? That's what I want to know, because I'm going to donate myself. I don't have a lot, but I'll be donating today out for the cause. How easy is it for me to go and do that? And talk us through the process.
Sure, it's very easy. You can go to the Tour de Crypto website, or you can go to hawc.org. That's HAWC.org. On the HAWC page, they have a Support Us tab, and you'll see the Tour de Crypto link. Click on there, and it has all the coins that they are accepting, and all of the wallet addresses. So you can just simply go to their website. Some of them even, we have QR codes for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum on there. Mm-hmm. So you can just go straight to their website, get the wallet addresses, and 100% of the donations go directly to HAWC.
But Blake, that's what I want to talk to you about. I will be donating to HAWC, but I want to know how I can donate to you guys as well to support and help you sustain this plan forward. Because the reason I ask is because right now you're funding part of this yourselves. And I really admire that. And I think what you said before is that if everyone donated a small amount, for benevolent intentions to build the community, how can they easily do that to support you as you build out the sponsors that you really need?
Yeah, if anyone wants to donate to us personally, they can reach out to me at BlakeRizzo24 on Twitter. I'm there all the time, and I'll be happy to talk to them and give them some addresses that they can donate to. We've really tried to keep that separate and apart because we want everyone to really focus on HAWC. We want to focus on reaching their goal. But yes, we would certainly love help in covering our expenses. And so, just reach out to me at BlakeRizzo24, and I'll be happy to talk to anyone about it.
Thanks, Blake. Now, I just want to finish off. Obviously, you guys are busy, and Jace, you're mending, so I don't want you to sit in the chair in pain for too much longer. But what's the motivation really behind it? What drove you guys to do this? Essentially, did you quit your jobs to do this? And essentially, what would you like to see in terms of the future of crypto itself, in how we transform, not just in a tech sense, but as a community?
Yeah, so Jovel and I, we didn't just quit our jobs, but we basically did put our life on pause. I paused my job, but Jovel, he left his family, his pets. When we first were doing it, it was a personal goal of ours to ride our bicycles from Long Island, New York, all the way to California. And I got to tell you, the amount of hills that we've taken, even flat lanes, the different weather conditions, every single day it was kind of just kept getting tallied on and on and on and on. So it got to the point where we just like broke through it, and mentally that's really where the challenges came into play. We were physically able to do this, but the real challenge was the mental aspect of it. Unfortunately, again, I wasn't able to keep up onto that part. But Jovel, we're constantly texting each other every day. We are posting videos that he's been uploading onto Twitter. We see the struggles that he's going through. We've got trucks. We've had trucks flying past us at like 90 miles per hour, literally like a foot away from us. A little flat tire here and there could cause you to sway back and forth into traffic. Like, this is real, get dangerous. So in terms of like a motivation, it's really in like deep within ourselves to just get this done. We really want to do it. In terms of raising the cryptocurrency for HAWC, this is something that we truly believe in. And we're going to continue. We're going to be trying our best to spread our message and talk to everybody at World CryptoCon, which is going to be our big stage to really do it. And I really feel that once we physically meet people and we meet face to face and we say, look, this is who we are, help us raise this money, help us reach our goal, then we can do it. And then we have our other attempt at the Washington Elite, which I'm happy for. The biggest analogy that I really have, and this is for everybody that's involved with cryptocurrencies, we're always talking about like the rise and fall, and there's constant fluctuations within the charts. That's the same stuff that Jovel and I have done literally on a daily basis on a bike. That's the analogy I like to make. We're constantly going up and down hills every single day. And no matter what, it's always going to be like cyclical. So it's a mental challenge. Everybody that believes in the technology and you believe in reaching your goal, it's going to happen. We just have to give it time. So again, if you are a developer in the crypto space, if you're a true believer, just keep your head down, keep doing your research, and just like keep at it, and hold tight, and it'll work out in the end. I promise.
Jace, that was really inspirational. Thank you, mate. Thank you for everything you're doing for crypto. Literally being out there, injured now, but certainly living strong, moving forward, making crypto strong for the future, and letting people know that there's more than just ourselves in this space. So thank you very much, mate. What about you, Blake? What would you like to say to the people just as a final statement on behalf of the Tour de Crypto?
Yeah, again, I just want to emphasize the fact that, we need your support. We're doing this because, we believe not only in the technology, but we believe that the people in crypto are good people. And we really want to, we're going to put together a documentary when we're done and use this as a use case, a pilot case, to be able to take to other charitable organizations to show them what the crypto community can do. And so I really want to encourage everyone to come together and support the tour, but more importantly, donate to HAWC so we can show the world that cryptocurrency kicks ass.
It certainly does. And I wish you all the very best, all of you. To Jovel, who's on the road right now, I wish you a very exciting time in Vegas. It's something that you've worked very hard for, all of you. I want it to be fun for you, but most importantly, I'd love to see the beginnings of something big in the sense of charity coming to the fore, you guys being a success far beyond what anyone could personally achieve for personal wealth that is afforded through crypto. There's so much more to achieve by connecting and being a community. So thanks again. I'll be following along, and I really do support you wholly and completely. I will be donating some money towards your cause. Thank you very much. And I encourage all those out there, if you don't know about the Tour de Crypto, you do now, and look into them. Go to the HAWC website. It's all about giving. It's all about benevolence on the blockchain. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.